Welcome to Curry Leaf, present to you by indiaintracts.com and Suleka.com. Myself, Levin Johnson, and I've got Arjun here to assist me for today's recipe. Today's recipe is Karavali Yarcha curry. This is from
Karnataka.
Karnataka. Okay. For this recipe, I'm just going to run through the ingredients that you will need. Here we got mutton cubes, 200 grams. Coconut milk, that's a third extract. So that's going to be a bit thinner. And then you have first extract of 100 grams. Sliced samba onions, 80 grams. Turmeric powder, 5 grams. 25 grams of coriander powder. 20 grams of crushed peppercorns. 10 grams of sliced green chilies. And around 15 to 20 grams of chopped coriander. And then you got salt for seasoning. It's a very simple recipe, but what makes this dish so popular is the slow cooking of the lamb and the coconut extract. So it just takes almost like 40 minutes to 50 minutes, almost an hour, to just prepare this dish. You could just add the mutton here in the handi, and you start off with the third extract of the milk. We add the sliced samba onions here, turmeric powder, coriander powder, crushed peppercorn, make sure it's coarsely crushed, sliced green chilies. We're going to save the fresh coriander chopped later. Get a good mix. You could add in the salt here as well. Just give it a good mix so all the spices are and the mutton is just totally soaked in. Get the lid on. And on a very slow flame, you got to cook this for the next 40 minutes. This has been on for almost 40 minutes now. As you can see that the spices, as when it started off, it was all white because of the coconut milk, and that was a third extract. Reduces to this consistency here. You could constantly add a bit of water to make sure it doesn't go dry. But this is the consistency you want when you actually made it simmer. The beauty about this dish is there's no fat at all. No oil or no butter except for coconut milk. So the whole mutton, it goes so tender. Just you can press it on the sides here and just check for whether it's tender here. There you can see it's mashing up. At this point here, you could add in the first extract of the coconut milk. Let this boil for 4 to 5 minutes. It's been less than 5 minutes that you could see that it starts to simmer. This stage you got to make sure it doesn't overboil, as the coconut milks tend to split, and that's a raft that forms in the top. That's also called the scum that needs to come off. Add in half of the sliced chilies in it, and the rest you can save it to garnish. Same with the coriander. And the minute you put in the chilies and the coriander, it's ready to be served. You could pull it off. Just check the seasoning just in case you got it right. I could take a bit more of salt. We did add some salt at the first stage when we were trying to cook the mutton along with the third extract. And now it's ready to be served. Fresh coriander and some sliced green chilies. And Karavali Yarcha curry is ready to be served.